Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com.
Did you sit down first or press go first? I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure. The opening image of this little video here will either be my butt or me facing the camera. I'm not sure which one.
Yikes! Either one's kind of a scary proposition.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
You kind of left that one open, buddy.
Hey, he's Jack Rod. I'm Fred. You're watching ShortSalePowerHour.com. We're Group 4610, and today marks the day before our very first and probably only short sale uncensored class.
No, Brian Gubernick insists on doing this in Las Vegas at least once this year.
Oh, he does? Okay, so viewers who didn't sign up for Phoenix will have one other opportunity to catch this class.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
we're not committing to a date. It might be in April. It might be in December. We have no idea.
Okay. All right, I'm cool with that. I'm really excited. Like, we actually have so much content. I mean, like the first half of the day is really well planned, and then the second half, I don't want to say it's going to be a train wreck because it's not. It's just going to be like.
No, the problem is we have three extra days of curriculum to cram into an afternoon.
Yeah, so it's just going to be like, they're just going to be writing and exposed to all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great.
If you haven't signed up yet, stop the video right here and go to the Eventbrite page. Sign yourself up now. Get there. Then come back and watch this video.
Absolutely. So here's the deal. We're going to make this episode kind of quick today, but I touched on a topic yesterday with Elliot, who we interviewed out there in our wonderful parking lot here in Tempe, Arizona. And the topic that I touched on was the increased number of cash contribution and promissory note requests. I got to tell you guys, I can count 5 or 6 files that we have right now with Fannie and Freddie that in the last 2 weeks, so pretty much since the beginning of the year, every single time the file has been submitted to Fannie or Freddie, they have come back with a cash contribution request or a promissory note request.
And I want to be clear real quick because there's probably, I'm sure some of you are thinking, well, yeah, but we've always had that because maybe you're in a state with deficiencies.
Sure.
Deficiency rights. We don't have that in Arizona. There are no deficiency rights, meaning the home goes to foreclosure. 9 times out of 10, the bank has absolutely zero recourse on that money, so they knew that asking for money just to do a short sale was not going to benefit them in any way. However, that trend is starting to reverse, and they're asking for money all the time.
I don't like the trend, and I hope that it's specific to just our files, and I hope that the next batch of files that we're taking on right now, the new listings, aren't going to have that trend. But I want to tell you guys out there that if you're seeing that increase in trends, I'd like to hear your comments below.
Yeah.
And I'd love to know what state you're in and how many files you've seen that on, because I'm not kidding when I say that it's just starting to grow, those number of requests. Now, we're initially always saying no to it. I typically, I kind of wanted to share with you guys some of what we do when that happens. First of all, in our upfront conversation with homeowners nowadays, we're telling them a little bit more like, hey, you've got to write your hardship letter even better, okay? Now, I don't mean necessarily more detailed, meaning I don't need 3 pages instead of 1. I just need you to say something about why you can't make it. And typically a reduction in income or a medical problem or a job transfer are typically your best reasons for a hardship.
Yes.
Okay? So number 1 and 2, medical and reduction in income are the best. And I'm also coaching our homeowners to make sure that when they fill out the financial analysis form or their expenses form, that they put as much on there as they can think of. I'm serious. Like, a lot of times homeowners get in the habit of, well, on a monthly basis I have my cable and my rent and my blah, and they forget that, 2 times a year they have to go and spend $1,000 in car repairs.
Yeah.
But because they haven't done it in 5 months, they don't actually think about, averaging that $2,000 out over 12 months for car repairs. And those are legitimate expenses, and they need to be disclosed on your form, because I'm telling you right now that these bank employees, both servicers and investors, are taking a harder look at some of that.
Yeah, so we're going to encourage you as the short sale expert to have a different or deeper consultation with your sellers. Talk to them about promissory notes if you're experiencing the same thing we are. That's certainly been a change in our process, and I'm going to challenge that it would be in yours too. So if you're starting to see that increase, know that that's a trend that's likely going to continue for a little while. We've seen these little waves and trends in the short sale industry over the last few years of different tricks and things that servicers and investors pull, and this just happens to be the most recent one based on my information and my experience and Fred. So we're going to challenge you to come up with a way similar to what we have, whether it's in your consultation, maybe it's in your paperwork, maybe it's a video, I don't know, but combat the problem up front like we're starting to do.
And you know what? If you do run into the problem, if it didn't matter, you did all that up front, you still run into it, I'm going to encourage you to say no. I mean, seriously, like, don't say yes to the cash contribution or promissory note request on the first time. I mean, seriously, you say no, and what happens? Oh, automatically, it's like, well, could they do like half of that? You know, I might be able to get the investor
it always
to
starts.
agree to that.
It goes from whatever number they start at to half,
Uh-huh.
then to half again, and then they start inching down.
Yeah. So, I mean, seriously, have the homeowner write a letter that says, I'm not willing to. I've been given advice from financial experts in the industry that I would be better off to just let my home go to foreclosure. If you're in a state like Arizona where there's no deficiency after foreclosure, why not have them a letter that says that? I could go talk to 100 attorneys right now in Arizona that would tell homeowners it's better to let their home foreclose.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't necessarily think it is, but from a deficiency standpoint, a contribution standpoint, absolutely have your homeowners write those kind of letters. So anyway, guys, I'm really interested in what your thoughts are today more than us sharing stuff. So please comment below. We've had a slow comment surge here, or it's not even a surge, it's been like a drop.
It's a lack
over the last
it's
week.
Been a drought. It's been a drought.
We got a drought. So not only do I want your comments, but don't just write great job, guys. Like seriously, I want your feedback. What are you experiencing? What are you seeing in your business? How are you combating it? And share some of those stories with us, because honestly, we learn from you guys as well. Yeah. So that's all we got for today. We're going to wrap it up. We will see you tomorrow. Short Sales Uncensored in Scottsdale, Arizona. 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour. Short Sale Power Hour.
Short Sales Uncensored.
Crush it!